Alrighty, guys, we are 7-3 with a push in our last 11 NBA tier package bets on my website. And the good news is we have another NBA tier package bet going off here this evening at patreon.com/BrockPage. But before we get into some more of that, just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to our NBA video here today for Friday, December 30th, 2022. As always, my name is Brock Page, and I do sports picks for free right here on YouTube and TikTok. And if you find yourself enjoying this video here today, please feel free to hit that like button. It's either that thumbs up button or that heart button. I'd really appreciate if you took half a second to do that. You have no idea how much that helps improve the channel, allows more people to find me. And I'll tell you what, if you haven't done so already, guys, please feel free to hit that subscribe button or that follow button as well. I'd love to connect with you on a daily basis. And of course, guys, the best way to show any type of support is obviously to support me on my website. It's only because of my patrons on my website that I'm able to do this sports betting gig day in and day out. You guys are the absolute best. I'm very grateful for each and every one of you who support me. And on top of that, guys, we're 7-3 with a push in our last 11 NBA tier package bets on that website. And just a reminder, guys, if you sign up for that package, you're going to get access to that membership for the next 30 days. And of course, as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of the cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. We're going to take a look at the Wizards at the Magic, 7 o'clock Eastern start time. Washington is -7, totals 225.5. And even though Washington's Bradley Beal is questionable, the Magic have a slew of guys sitting out themselves for tonight. Carter, Harris, Anthony, Wagner, and Hampton are all either injured or suspended. The Magic also lost 3 out of their last 5. And they have a tough time getting on the scoreboard. Orlando's currently in the bottom 5 in offensive points per game. They're facing a Washington team who's done a nice job against the point spread here recently, despite their injuries. They're 5-1 against the spread in their last 6. And they do a pretty nice job shooting from mid-range. Now, these guys have one of the highest offensive field goal percentages on the road in the East. Kristaps Porzingis, he's scoring over 21.5 points a night, along with 8 boards. Meanwhile, Kyle Kuzma, he's grabbing 7.5 rebounds a night himself, along with 21 points a game. Now, when it comes to the injury report, Bradley Beal and Taj Gibson, they are listed as questionable. Meanwhile, for Orlando, once again, they have a slew of guys either suspended or injured themselves. Now, when it comes to the total, this number is a little high for, all the inactives and possible scratches. The Magic also saw unders against the likes of Detroit, Boston, and Toronto recently. Now, Washington, on the other side, they went 6-3 to the under in their last 9. And once again, guys, Bradley Beal is questionable. Not a guarantee he'll play. I still think Washington should get the job done. Give me Washington -7, under 225.5. Next ball game, Lakers, Hawks, 7:30 p.m. East. Atlanta's -6.5, totals 237. And even though the Hawks play the Hawks haven't really been crisp recently, they do still play their best basketball at home. They're 11-7 in the State Farm Arena, and they do a terrific job of guarding the 3-ball there. The Hawks have a lower defensive 3-point percentage at home than any other team in the NBA except for one. When it comes to offensive production, Trae Young's averaging over 27 points a night, along with 9.9 assists. Now, Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's making over 42% of his shots from downtown. They're facing a Laker team who dropped 5 out of their last 6, and they successfully covered only 1 time during that span. When it comes to playing on the road, bad things happen. Out of 19 road games this year, the Lakers got the W in only 31% of those contests. Now, injury-wise, AD is still out. LeBron's questionable. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, Capella's out for them. Hunter's questionable as well. When it comes to the total, Atlanta went 70% to the over in their last 10. Meanwhile, the Lakers saw 7 out of their last 10 get over the total themselves. I'm going to lean toward Atlanta -6.5, over 237. Next matchup, it is going to be Suns Raptors, 7:30 p.m. East. Toronto's the 2-point favorite. Total's 224. And even though they have been pretty terrible, the Raptors do still have a winning record at the Scotiabank Arena. They also do a nice job on the defensive end of the court. They're amongst the leaders in the league in defensive rebounding. Now, they're also allowing fewer points per contest than most clubs in the Eastern Conference. When it comes to offensive production, Pascal Siakam's dropping 26.5 points a game, along with 8 boards, 6 assists. Now, OG Anunoby, he's getting over 18.5 points a game himself. They're facing a banged-up Suns team who lost 4 out of their last 5. Phoenix is also still going to work without Crowder, Booker, Payne, Shamet, and Johnson. And even when these guys are mostly healthy, this is a Phoenix team who struggles away from home. The Suns have a .352 win percentage away from Phoenix. Now, total-wise, the Suns saw unders against the likes of Memphis, Washington, and the Clippers. Meanwhile, Toronto saw unders against the likes of Philadelphia, Orlando, and Memphis themselves. I'm going to lean toward Toronto. Let's try that again. I'm going to lean toward Toronto -2, under 224. And with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into our quick pick recap. I like Washington -7, under 225.5. Atlanta -6.5, over 237. Toronto -2, under 224. And if you're joining me here today on TikTok, give me, if you're joining me here on TikTok, please feel free to hit that heart button. I'd really appreciate if you did that for me. And also, please feel free to give me a follow. I'd love to connect with you day in and day out. Give me Detroit +9, under 231. Milwaukee -6.5, over 228. New Orleans Pelicans -1, under 228. Denver -4, under 224. Portland -3, under 231.5. And with my next and final free pick, give me Sacramento -3, over 241. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my website. Now, if you guys do end up getting a membership here today on patreon.com/BrockPage, you are going to get access to that content for the next 30 days. And of course, as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships on that site absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. But with that, guys, most importantly, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Friday to you. Weekend's finally here. And actually, it's kind of I wouldn't even say a traditional weekend, of course, with New Year's coming up. But hey, happy Friday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to, to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.